देवी और सज्जनों, रियर एडमिरल वी.के. सक्सेना भारतीय नौसेना से सेवानिवृत्त अध्यक्ष एवं प्रबंध निदेशक जीआरएसी एवं श्रीमती कादम्बरी सक्सेना का आगमन हो चुका है। जीआरएसी परिवार के सभी सदस्यों की ओर से उनका हार्दिक स्वागत है। हमारे लिए यह बेहद गौरव की बात है कि आज हमें वाइस एडमिरल अतुल कुमार जैन एफओसीएनसी ईस्ट और लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अनिल चौहान आर्मी कमांडर पूर्वी कमान के साथ साथ अन्य प्रतिष्ठित गणमान्य व्यक्तियों की उपस्थिति का सानिध्य प्राप्त हो रहा है।
Ladies and gentlemen, FOCNC East Vice Admiral Atul Kumar Jain and Srimati Devina Jain have arrived. On behalf of all present here, GRSE extends a very warm and hearty welcome to them.
देवी और सज्जनों, एफओसीएनसी ईस्ट वाइस एडमिरल अतुल कुमार जैन और श्रीमती देवीना जैन का आगमन हो चुका है। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी की ओर से जीआरएसी उनका हार्दिक अभिनंदन एवं स्वागत करती है। देवी और सज्जनों, पोत का जलावतरण किसी पोत के जीवन की महत्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि होती है, जो वास्तव में पोत के जन्म का सूचक है। इसलिए प्रथा के अनुसार पोत का जलावतरण महिला के हाथों किया जाता है। पोत के जलावतरण का तात्पर्य पोत के मुख्य हल का तैयार होना और उसे पहली बार जल में उतारना है।
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan and Srimati Anupama Chauhan have arrived. On behalf of all present here, GRSE extends a very warm and hearty welcome to them.
देवी और सज्जनों, लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अनिल चौहान और श्रीमती अनुपमा चौहान का आगमन हो चुका है। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी की ओर से हम उनका हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं।
Launching of a ship is an important milestone in the life of a ship, which actually signifies the birth of a ship. Hence, launching of a ship is traditionally carried out by a lady. Launching of a ship marks completion of main hull of the ship and putting the ship in water for the first time. After launching, balance fitting out of equipment and ship systems would be completed, and ship would be put at sea for trials before commissioning. This majestic ship in front of you shall be launched by Srimati Madhulika Rawat today.
देवी और सज्जनों, लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अनिल चौहान एवं श्रीमती अनुपमा चौहान का आगमन हो चुका है। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी की ओर से हम उनका हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं।
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan and Srimati Anupama Chauhan have arrived. On behalf of all present here, GRSE extends a very warm and hearty welcome to them.
पोत का जलावतरण किसी पोत के जीवन की महत्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि होती है, जो वास्तव में पोत के जन्म का सूचक है। इसलिए प्रथा के अनुसार पोत का जलावतरण महिला के हाथों किया जाता है। पोत के जलावतरण का तात्पर्य पोत के मुख्य हल का तैयार होना और उसे पहली बार जल में उतारना है। जलावतरण के पश्चात उपकरणों और पोत प्रणालियों का फिटिंग आउट कार्य पूरा किया जाएगा और इस पोत को प्रवर्तीकरण से पूर्व समुद्री परीक्षण के लिए ले जाया जाएगा। आज इस पोत का जलावतरण हमारी विशिष्ट महिला अतिथि श्रीमती मधुलिका रावत के कर कमलों से संपन्न होगा।
Ladies and gentlemen, General Bipin Rawat, Chief of Defence Staff, and Srimati Madhulika Rawat have arrived. GRSE is deeply honoured by their esteemed presence on this occasion. On behalf of all present here, GRSE extends a very warm and hearty welcome to them.
देवी और सज्जनों, जनरल विपिन रावत, चीफ ऑफ डिफेंस स्टाफ एवं श्रीमती मधुलिका रावत का आगमन हो चुका है। जीआरएसी उनकी गरिमामय उपस्थिति से गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रही है। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी की ओर से जीआरएसी उनका हार्दिक अभिनंदन एवं स्वागत करती है।
Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the traditional part of the launching ceremony today with Ganesh Vandana.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार,
गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार, गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। तेरे ध्यान में जो भी डूबे वो ही उतरी पार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार, गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार।
रिद्धि सिद्धि तुमसे ही आए, रिद्धि सिद्धि तुमसे ही आए, हम सबके जीवन में सुख संपत्ति है तेरे दर्शन में।
रिद्धि सिद्धि तुमसे ही आए हम सबके जीवन में। तीन लोक की सुख संपत्ति है तेरे दर्शन में। तुमसे ही ऐश्वर्य को पाए ये सारा संसार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। जिस घर में तेरी मूरत सोहे, जिस घर में तेरी मूरत सोहे वो घर शुभ हो जाए।
दुख का अंधियारा मिट जाए,
सुख उजियारा आए। जिस घर में तेरी मूरत सोहे वो घर शुभ हो जाए। दुख का अंधियारा मिट जाए, सुख उजियारा आए। हे अविनाशी जग सुखदाई तू जग का आधार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। चार भुजा गज बदन तुम्हारा, चार भुजा गज बदन तुम्हारा एक दंत बलशाली। तेरे चरणों में आकर कब कौन गया है खाली। चार भुजा गज बदन तुम्हारा एक दंत बलशाली। तेरे चरणों में आकर कब कौन गया है खाली। तेरी महिमा सबसे न्यारी तू है अपरंपार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। तेरे ध्यान में जो भी डूबे कोई उतरी पार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार। गणपति देवा तेरी जय जयकार।
I now request Rear Admiral V.K. Saxena, CMD GRSE, to the podium for the welcome address.
General Bipin Rawat, Chief of Defence Staff, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, Vice Admiral A.K. Jain, Commander-in-Chief, Eastern Naval Command, Mrs. Devina Jain, Lieutenant General Chauhan, Commander-in-Chief, Eastern Army Command, Mrs. Anupama Chauhan, Flag Officers, Senior Officers, Officers from Armed Forces, Coast Guard and other services, Directors, Officers, Supervisors and Operatives of the GRSE, our industry partners, Mr. A.K. Maula, other distinguished guests present here today, representative from officers, supervisors, operative association and unions, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's my singular honor and proud privilege to welcome you all to this historic event of launching ceremony of Yard 3022, the first of the series of 3 stealth frigates project 17 Alpha being built for the Indian Navy. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to General Bipin Rawat for having accepted the invitation and sparing his valuable time to come to Kolkata to grace this event as a chief guest. Thank you very much, sir. We are very thankful to Srimati Madhulika Rawat for consenting to launch Yacht 3022. This important event symbolizes the birth of the ship as she makes her first contact with the water and eventually floats out and remains in the water throughout her life, or we call it commission in the parlance of Indian Navy. Ma'am, from here on, you will always be known as the mother of the ship. I am also grateful to Vice Admiral Jain, Mrs. Jain, Lieutenant General Chauhan, Mrs. Chauhan, and all the distinguished guests for gracing this momentous occasion today. GRSC has a long-standing, a very strong association with the Indian Navy, spanning to 60 years plus. The journey of Atmanirbharta in warship construction started in our country with the delivery of the first indigenous warship INS Ajay to Indian Navy by the GRSC way back in 1961. Since then, GRSC has played a vital role in maritime security of the nation by delivering 105 warships to the Navy and the Coast Guard. GRSC has built a variety of warships ranging from 38,000 tons Brahmaputra class frigate earlier, missile corvettes, ASW corvettes, survey vessels, INS Aditya, the only fleet tanker that was built by any shipyard in the country. It is 24,600 ton ship. We have built landing ship tanks, landing craft utility ships, offshore patrol vessels, inshore patrol vessels, fast patrol vessels, and hovercraft, and water jet fast attack crafts. In fact, the total number of vessels, both warships and the commercial vessels built so far by the GRSC is 782, including 105 warships to the Navy and the Coast Guard. GRSC has diversified into engineering business with product profile ranging from prefabricated belly bridges of different sizes and the loadings to Indian Army, BRO, and many state governments, including exporting to the friendly foreign countries such as Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar, and Bangladesh. We also manufacture deck machinery equipment, marine pump, and also undertake overhauling, assembly, and repairs of large-powered marine diesel engines at our plant, Ranchi, Jharkhand. GRSC achieved historic landmark early last year when we became the first shipyard in the country to deliver its 100th warship to Indian Navy, a landing craft utility ship LCUL-56, which is currently based at Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar Command. During last 40 months, GRSC has delivered 13 warships to Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard, averaging to over 3 months the span between the two ships. It is the visionary strategies of the Indian Navy to nurture, mentor, and support various stakeholders involved in the warship building ecosystem, including the shipyard over the years, which has enabled Indian Navy to transform from buyer's navy to the builder's navy. And I am proud to state that the GRSC has been an active partner by delivering 69 warships to the Indian Navy alone. In line with the Government of India and Indian Navy's vision and focus on Atmanirbharta, self-reliance and indigenization, GRSC in its two recent projects achieved close to over 90% indigenous content on board weapon-intensive platforms, that was ASW corvettes and LC class of the ships. We have already delivered 7 ships, 8 LCU will be delivered this month. Shipyard has modernized its infrastructure to establish state-of-the-art, world-class modular integrated construction facility, which will help us to cut down the build period of the warship. With this facility, we can build 20 warships concurrently, 8 large and 12 medium small ships. And we have the plans to further increase our capacity from 20 warships to 24 warships construction next 3 to 4 years' time. Shipyard is currently executing 3 major contracts of the Indian Navy for construction of 15 warships, 3 stealth missile frigates, 17 Alpha, 4 survey vessel large, and 8 ASW shell watercraft. Ladies and gentlemen, the ship in front of you, Yacht 3022, is the first guided missile stealth frigate of Project 17 Alpha. It is by far the biggest project in the entire history of GRSE in terms of its value, size, and complexity of platform built thus far by the shipyard. Project 17 Alpha ships are state-of-the-art stealth frigates, 149 meters long, with a displacement of 6,670 tons. These ships are propelled by a combination of 23 megawatt each, 2 in number gas turbines LM 2500 28 2 5.5 megawatt each diesel engines, enabling her to achieve a speed of up to 28 knots. The ship has endurance of 5,500 nautical miles and can accommodate crew of 225 personnel. The Project 17 Alpha frigate would be the most powerful frigate of the Indian Navy, backed with capability to tackle threats from all 3 dimensions, that is air, surface, and subsurface, with our latest state-of-the-art weapon and sensors fit. These complex warships are being built using new modular integrated construction concept based on the design made by Directorate of Naval Design, Indian Navy. We are grateful to the Indian Navy and Ministry of Defence for reposing their faith and confidence in GRSE by awarding this major warship building contract to us. You would be very happy to note that despite unprecedented challenges and constraints due to COVID-19 pandemic, this massive ship is getting launched 2 months ahead of schedule today. This stands testimony to the commitment, determination, and capability of GRSE in meeting the expectations of our prime customers, Indian Navy. On this momentous occasion, I would like to place on record my gratitude to Indian Navy, especially the Directorate of Naval Design, various professional directorates and naval headquarters, WPS and his entire warship overseeing team, various inspection and trial agencies, CQAs and other naval agencies for providing their valuable support and guidance in helping us to achieve this major milestone. My special thanks to lead shipyard, Mrs. MDL, who are constructing 4 17 Alpha ships out of the 7 ships of this project and helping us on many fronts, including joint procurement of major equipment. My thanks to Mrs. Fincantieri, Italy, for playing a key role in this project as a know-how provider. I would like to thank all the firms, MSMEs, suppliers, manufacturers, block fabricators, and hundreds of their employees who played a key role in making this launch a reality today. Finally, I express my deep appreciation for untiring efforts put in by all personnel of the GRSE from various departments involved directly, indirectly, who worked relentlessly to overcome all the odds, including challenges of COVID-19, and ensured readiness of the ship for launching. My heartfelt congratulations to all of you. Very well done. In the end, I once again thank General Bipin Rawat and Mrs. Madhulika Rawat and other dignitaries and guests for their gracious presence for the event. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai GRSE.
Thank you, sir. It is our privilege to have General Bipin Rawat, Chief of Defence Staff, with us today. May I now request General Bipin Rawat to address the august gathering on this occasion.
Vice Admiral A.K. Jain, Flag Officer Commanding in Chief, Eastern Naval Command, and Mrs. Jain, Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Eastern Army, and Mrs. Chauhan, Rear Admiral V.K. Saxena, retired Chairman and Managing Director, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, all the distinguished guests present here, members of the media, and above all those from GRSE, ladies and gentlemen. Even before I begin today, I want to compliment and congratulate every member of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, right from the grassroots worker to the supervisors and up to the CMD, who have toiled very hard in spite of COVID-19 conditions. We do understand how difficult it is to operate under these difficult times, yet to ensure that the armed forces achieve their targets, maintain operational preparedness, you have today succeeded in achieving a major milestone, and that we will soon be witnessing with the launching of this ship very soon. It is indeed an honor to witness another milestone being achieved in Indian Navy's history today with the launch of the first GRSE built 17 Alpha ship. The mighty warship is the reincarnation of erstwhile Giri class of ships, which were a symbol of national pride and marked the beginning of Navy's ambitious indigenous journey towards being a builder's Navy from a buyer's Navy. The second ship of earlier Giri class was also Christian Himgiri, and she was launched in May 1970. And today, 50 years later, the launch of the reincarnated second 17 Alpha ship Himgiri is a tribute to growing naval shipbuilding ecosystem. The ship has been named Himgiri after snow-clad mountains and Himalayas. The crest on the ship depicts the head of the Himalayan ibex and its distinct curved horns on a blue background and snow-capped peaks. Speaking of indigenization, ladies and gentlemen, we must be proud of our ability to innovate and invent. Our people indeed are great innovators. This is something that is ingrained in our blood, and we must continue to innovate. If we are able to provide the platform to our technocrats and technicians, they will deliver beyond our expectations. Developing faith and confidence in our ability to rise to challenges will help in achieving our stated goals and objectives in the future. For the Navy, the seeds for Navy's triumphant journey towards self-reliance was sowed with the vision to set up its own in-house design organization as early as in the 1960s. The Directorate of Naval Design had designed over 19 classes of ships, of which more than 90 ships have been built in the last 60 years, which is by no means a small achievement. India's 7,500 kilometers of coastline, projecting into the heart of the Indian Ocean, provides us with the freedom to be at the epicenter of global trade. Disruption of seaborne trade due to piracy, terrorism, or conflict could have serious repercussions on the economic growth and well-being of our nation. Accordingly, we need to make concerted efforts to modernize the Navy and equip it with combat-worthy platforms by encouraging our shipyards to help us accomplish our mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The maritime dimension of India's security and its importance to national development and economic prosperity is well recognized today. In such a scenario, ensuring good order at sea is of utmost importance, and the indigenous warships built by shipyards like Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited can be the versatile, powerful tools to implement national policy as well as to ensure security of our trade and our economy. Indian Navy has a preeminent role in guarding India's economic, strategic and territorial interests. China's attempt to change the status quo on the line of actual control along the northern borders amidst COVID-19 pandemic necessitates high levels of preparation on land, sea and in the air. As the Chief of Defence Staff, I am fully confident that the Indian Armed Forces will leave no stone unturned to safeguard our frontiers, be it at land, in the air or in the oceans. We are well on our way to achieve integration of our defence forces to ensure synergized application of our combat potential. We have successfully overcome some of the misconceptions about force restructuring by allowing space to each service to develop niche capabilities based on their strengths and thus enhance our overall combat power. The government through its policies has actively promoted Make in India and its vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat to ensure that large defence contracts are executed by Indian firms with employment being generated within our own country. Our Prime Minister's clarion call of vocal for local are being furthered by the Indian Navy through such shipbuilding projects. Dedicated defence corridors have been envisioned in the country to ensure greater localization and high employment for our youth. Today, as citizens of our great nation, we are proud that India belongs to an elite group of nations which is building complex warships and indeed strategic submarines. Indigenization is a key part of our Navy's acquisition of warships, and all 24 vessels and submarines inducted in the past 6 years have indeed been built in India, while 41 more vessels are being constructed in various shipyards across the country. I think this speaks well for our shipbuilding industry and the way it has taken off and what lies in the future ahead for them. Talking especially about GRSE and Project 17 Alpha, I am aware that Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited has emerged as a capable and professional shipyard which has built and delivered nearly 105 warships to our marine forces, of which 69 ships are of the Indian Navy alone. GRSE has played an important role by achieving close to 90% indigenous content in its two recent projects of anti-submarine warfare corvettes and landing craft utilities built for the Indian Navy. I am confident that GRSE, with its rich experience and expertise of building variety of platforms, has the potential to contribute immensely in furthering export markets in friendly foreign countries and in particular in our neighborhood nations. It is a matter of great significance that GRSE achieved a historic milestone early last year when they delivered the 100th warship to the Indian Navy. It is indeed commendable that the launch of this major warship is happening despite the numerous challenges and constraints encountered on account of COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, Project 17 Alpha ships with advanced stealth features, state-of-art weapons and sensor systems and new generation machinery will be a major boost to Indian Navy's mobility, reach and capability expansion to undertake a variety of challenging tasks and missions. I am fully confident that Himgiri and the other 6 ships of the project will conquer the seas and bring glory to our nation. Today is a day of pride and satisfaction for all those who have been involved in the design and construction of this great warship. I would like to express my appreciation for the excellent work done by the workforce of the shipyard, who have toiled hard to bring the ship to its present state and made it ready for launch. The ship is not just metal and paint. It is a story of hard work, sweat and perseverance of the men and women involved in this project. Most of you are present here today, and I wish to compliment and once again thank you. Himgiri will soon ride the ocean waves and rule the seas confidently. I once again wish everyone involved with this project my heartiest congratulations and exhort them to work even harder to ensure meeting all the planned milestones for the vessel. We are confident GRSE will also play a vital role in helping the nation achieve our export target of over 25,000 crores in the next 5 years. With that, Joy Bangla, Jai Hind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words.
अब श्रीमती कादम्बरी सक्सेना से विनम्र अनुरोध है कि वो पोत की जननी स्वरूप श्रीमती मधुलिका रावत को पारंपरिक स्मृति चिन्ह से सम्मानित करें।
May I now request our CMD to honor General Bipin Rawat with a memento.
अब जनरल विपिन रावत से विनम्र अनुरोध है कि वे कृपया अध्यक्ष एवं प्रबंध निदेशक को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट करें।
I now request Srimati Kadambari Saxena to present a traditional memento to Srimati Devina Jain.
अब अध्यक्ष एवं प्रबंध अब अध्यक्ष एवं प्रबंध निदेशक महोदय से अनुरोध है कि वे वाइस एडमिरल अतुल कुमार जैन को स्मृति चिन्ह से सम्मानित करें।
I now request Srimati Kadambari Saxena to present a traditional memento to Srimati Anupama Chauhan.
पुनः अध्यक्ष एवं प्रबंध निदेशक महोदय से अनुरोध है कि वे लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अनिल चौहान को स्मृति चिन्ह से सम्मानित करें।
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now commencing the traditional part of the launching ceremony. We start with invocation in Sanskrit, followed by English. While the invocation is in progress, may we request the dignitaries to please proceed to the ship.
अदिति देवोरदितरंतरिक्षं धितिर्माता सपिता सपुत्रे विश्वदेवाय अदिति पंचजना अदिति जमीतिर्जनित्यं महिमूषु मात्रं सुव्रतानामत्स्य पत्नुमवेशे हवामहे तविछात्रामजरन्ति मुरुञ्चु सुसमणिमर्दितं सत्रमाणं पृथ्वी घामनेहं सुसमणिमर्दितं सुप्रणोतिमम् दैवी नावं स्वरित्रा न भागसो अस्त्रवती मारुहे मा स्वस्तये वजास्यानुप्रसवे महीमदीर्ति नाम वत्सा करामहे यस उपश्य उर्वन्तरिक्षं सानाह्यामृतृवचु न याचते।
Thou art the heavens, O Aditi, and thou art the unfathomable space. By thee we art measured and protected, and thou art us, thy children. Thou art all the gods in heaven, thou art the 5 nations. Thou art our present and future, thou the measure of goodness, thou the mistress of righteousness. To thee we tender our offering. Far-flung are thy domains, ever widening, ever prospering, happy, O Aditi, and blessed in thy guidance. With thy blessings we embark on this ship that rides well the waves. So broad in beam and spacious, comfortable, resplendent. Blessed are her courses, her rudders strong. Faultless in construction, her bilges dry. So with the words of praise to thee, we embark on this venture, that prosperity may flow, with thy thrice breast protection over thee, who are thyself, the spirit of the earth, and the space, and the heavens.
हमारे आज के विशिष्ट अतिथियों से विनम्र अनुरोध है कि हमें इस ऐतिहासिक क्षण को बैकग्राउंड में इस अद्भुत पोत के साथ तस्वीरों में कैद करने की अनुमति प्रदान करें। ये स्वर्णिम पल हैं जिन्हें सहेज कर रखे जाने की जरूरत है।
May I now request Chairman and Managing Director GRSE to accompany Srimati Madhulika Rawat to commence the rituals for launching of this majestic ship. We start with the naming ceremony of the ship.
मैं इस पोत का नाम भारतीय नौसेना पोत हिमगिरी रखती हूँ। इस पोत और इसके सभी नौसैनिकों के उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करती हूँ। I name this ship Indian Naval Ship Himgiri. May good fortune attend her and all those who sail in her.
अब श्रीमती मधुलिका रावत से विनम्र निवेदन है कि वे बटन दबाकर नाम पट्टिका का अनावरण करें।
May I now request Srimati Madhulika Rawat to unveil the name plaque by pressing the button. Ladies and gentlemen, you may observe the coconut covered in cloth placed on the port bow of the ship in front of the podium. We request Mrs. Madhulika Rawat to traditionally break the coconut by pressing the button. And finally, the historic moment has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. The launching of the ship is about to begin. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen, and capture this eventful experience in your memories, a lifetime of an experience. Launching of a ship is an important milestone in the life of a ship, which actually signifies the birth of the ship. Hence, launching of a ship is traditionally carried out by a lady. Launching of a ship marks completion of main hull of the ship and putting the ship in water for the first time. After launching, balance fitting out of equipment and ship systems would be completed and ship would be put to sea for trials before commissioning. Today, this majestic ship in front of you shall be launched by Srimati Madhulika Rawat.
पोत का जलावतरण किसी पोत के जीवन की महत्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि होती है, जो वास्तव में पोत के जन्म का सूचक है। इसीलिए प्रथा के अनुसार पोत का जलावतरण महिला के हाथों किया जाता है। पोत के जलावतरण का तात्पर्य पोत के मुख्य हल का तैयार होना और उसे पहली बार जल में उतारना है। जलावतरण के पश्चात उपकरणों और पोत प्रणालियों का फिटिंग आउट कार्य पूरा किया जाएगा और इस पोत का प्रवर्तीकरण से पूर्व समुद्री परीक्षण किया जाएगा। आज इस पोत का जलावतरण श्रीमती मधुलिका रावत के कर कमलों से संपन्न होगा।
The launching of Yard 3022, an extremely potent platform, the first advanced stealth frigate of Project 17 Alpha, being built by GRSE for Indian Navy this afternoon, would mark another significant event that will go down the annals of GRSE's history. Despite challenges faced due to the pandemic and production loss of close to 90 days, Team GRSE geared up to ensure readiness for this launch ahead of schedule.
भारतीय नौसेना हेतु निर्मित एक अत्यंत शक्तिशाली प्लेटफॉर्म परियोजना 17 अल्फा का प्रथम उन्नत स्टेल्थ फ्रिगेट यार्ड 3022 आज इस अपहरण वेला में जलावतरण के लिए तैयार है। यह जीआरएससी के इतिहास में एक और स्वर्णिम उपलब्धि को दर्शाता है। महामारी और उसके फलस्वरूप करीब 90 दिनों की उत्पादन हानि से उपजी चुनौतियों के बावजूद टीम जीआरएससी ने निर्धारित अवधि से पूर्व पोत को जलावतरण हेतु तैयार करने का बीड़ा उठाया और उसे सुनिश्चित भी किया।
Building of a ship starts with signing of contracts, finalization of design and ordering of materials, including steel, outfitting items, machinery, equipment and navigation and communication systems. The important milestones of production involves the process of cutting of steel, which is called the start production stage, followed by keel laying, subsequent to which the other blocks are built around the keel block. The next phase is launching, when the ship is placed in water for the first time after the hull form is ready and all underwater jobs are completed. Subsequently, ship is outfitted with equipment and systems post-launch, followed by trials of equipment. On completion of all trials and once the compartments are ready, the ship is delivered to customer.
पोत निर्माण प्रक्रिया का आरंभ अनुबंध पर हस्ताक्षर करने एवं स्टील, आउटफिटिंग मदे, उपकरण और नेविगेशन तथा संचार उपकरण जैसे सामग्रियों के आदेश के साथ होता है। उत्पादन के महत्वपूर्ण माइलस्टोन में इस्पात की कटिंग शामिल है, जिसे उत्पादन आरंभ चरण के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। तत्पश्चात शिलान्यास किया जाता है, जिसके उपरांत कील ब्लॉक के समानांतर अन्य ब्लॉकों का निर्माण किया जाता है। अगला पड़ाव जलावतरण है, जिसमें पोत का हल और उसके सभी अंडर वाटर कार्यों के पूरा होने के पश्चात उसे पहली बार जल में प्रवेश करवाया जाता है। जलावतरण के पश्चात पोत में उपकरण और प्रणालियों की आउटफिटिंग की जाती है एवं उसके पश्चात उपकरणों का ट्रायल होता है। सभी परीक्षणों को पूरा करने पर और अनुबंध के अनुसार कंपार्टमेंट्स तैयार होने के बाद ग्राहक को पोत सुपुर्द किए जाते हैं।
Ladies and gentlemen, as we await the launch of this historic ship, let me share some recent achievements of GRSE. The only Indian shipyard to deliver 105 warships since 1960. Record delivery of 13 warships in 42 months. 90% indigenous content achieved on anti-submarine warfare corvettes and landing craft utility ships. GRSE has been recognized as the next Fortune 500 company of India at an event celebrating India's largest mid-sized companies and value creators. The first defense shipyard to get listed in stock exchanges on 10th of October 2018. developed double-lane portable steel bridge and portable assault bridge for the first time in India. Design and R&D unit of GRSE has been recognized by Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Ministry of Science and Technology. Defense Minister's Award for Excellence 2015-16 for in-house design effort for offshore patrol vessel for Government of Mauritius. GRSE has been a profit-making and dividend-paying company for the last 27 years. Two major washer building projects of Indian Navy have been won by GRSE on competitive bidding basis.
देवी और सज्जनों, हम जलावतरों के उस ऐतिहासिक क्षण के बेहद करीब हैं। जीआरएसई की कुछ हाल की उपलब्धियों में शामिल है। जीआरएसई एकमात्र भारतीय शिपयार्ड है जिसने 1960 से अब तक 105 युद्धपोतों की डिलीवरी की है। पिछले 42 माह में 13 युद्धपोतों की रिकॉर्ड डिलीवरी जीआरएसई द्वारा की गई है। एंटी सबमरीन वारफेयर कॉर्वेट्स एवं लैंडिंग क्राफ्ट यूटिलिटी पोतों में 90% स्वदेशी सामग्री का प्रयोग जीआरएसई द्वारा हासिल किया गया है। भारत के लार्जेस्ट मिड साइज कंपनीज एंड वैल्यू क्रिएटर्स को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे एक आयोजन में जीआरएसई को भारत की नेक्स्ट फॉर्च्यून 500 कंपनीज में से एक के रूप में मान्यता प्रदान की गई। 10 अक्टूबर 2018 को स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में सूचीबद्ध होने वाला जीआरएसई पहला रक्षा शिपयार्ड है। जीआरएसई ने भारत में सर्वप्रथम डबल लेन पोर्टेबल स्टील ब्रिज एवं पोर्टेबल असॉल्ट ब्रिज विकसित किया है। जीआरएसई के डिजाइन अनुसंधान एवं विकास इकाई को वैज्ञानिक एवं औद्योगिक अनुसंधान विभाग, विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्रालय से मान्यता प्राप्त हुई है। मॉरिशस सरकार हेतु ऑफशोर पेट्रोल वेसल सीजीएस बाराकुडा के लिए जीआरएसई को इन हाउस डिजाइन प्रयास हेतु रक्षा मंत्री का उत्कृष्टता पुरस्कार 2015-16 हासिल हुआ। जीआरएसई गत 27 वर्षों से लाभ अर्जित करने वाली और लाभांश का भुगतान करने वाली कंपनी है। प्रतिस्पर्धी बोली के आधार पर भारतीय नौसेना के 2 प्रमुख युद्धपोत निर्माण परियोजनाओं को जीआरएसई ने हासिल किया है।
The Odyssey of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, ladies and gentlemen, began in 1884 when it started its journey as a small workshop to repair vessels of River Steam Navigation Company. During the Second World War, the company made its mark in carrying out construction, conversion and repair of 4,000 merchant and naval vessels.
गार्डन रेस शिप बिल्डर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स लिमिटेड की गौरव गाथा 1884 में शुरू हुई जब इसने रिवर स्टीम नेविगेशन कंपनी के जलयानों की मरम्मत के लिए एक छोटी कार्यशाला के रूप में अपनी यात्रा आरंभ की। द्वितीय विश्व युद्ध के दौरान कंपनी ने 4000 व्यापारिक और नौसैनिक जलयानों के निर्माण, रूपांतरण एवं मरम्मत का कार्य कर अपनी पहचान बनाई।
And we're just a few moments away. As we wait for that one historic moment, ladies and gentlemen, let me share certain firsts to DRSE's credit. The first ship Built in India indigenously, INS Ajay in 1961. First ever patrol vessel built for Coast Guard in 1980, and that day of the 23rd of December 1980 would remain a red letter day in the history of both GRSE and Indian Coast Guard. First ever indigenous survey vessel for Indian Navy was also designed and built by GRSE. The ship INS Sandayak was commissioned on 26th of February 1981. The landing ship tanks built by GRSE were termed as landing ship tanks large to differentiate from the mid-size LSTs then in service with Indian Navy. First of class landing ship tanks, large, designed in-house and built by GRSE INS Magar, was commissioned in 1987. The only Indian shipyard to have built a fleet replenishment tanker, INS Aditya, the largest indigenously built fleet replenishment tanker, was delivered to the Indian Navy on 21st of March 2000. First Indian shipyard to have built hovercrafts. First ever warship built in India for export, CGS Barracuda, was commissioned at Port Louis, Mauritius on 12th of March 2015 in the august presence of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, and Honorable Prime Minister of Mauritius, Sir Anirudh Jagannath. This was a historic occasion for India and GRSE in particular. The in-house design and construction of this first ever export warship of the country has been yet another feather in the cap of GRSE. GRSE delivered the 100th warship INLCU L56 to Indian Navy on 30th of March 2019, becoming the first Indian shipyard to make and deliver 100 warships to the Indian Navy, Indian Coast Guard and Mauritius Coast Guard.
देवी और सज्जनों, जीआरएसई एक प्रमुख युद्धपोत निर्माण कंपनी है। भारत सरकार द्वारा अधिग्रहित करने के 1 वर्षों के भीतर जीआरएसई ने देश का पहला स्वदेशी युद्धपोत आईएनएस अजय 1961 में डिलीवर किया था। मुख्यतः भारतीय नौसेना और भारतीय तटरक्षक बल के युद्धपोत निर्माण आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति करने के साथ ही आज जीआरएसई ने इन हाउस शिप डिजाइन और निर्माण के लिए सिद्ध क्षमताओं की स्थापना की है तथा स्वदेशी युद्धपोत निर्माण कार्यक्रम की सफलता में उल्लेखनीय योगदान दिया है। देश की एक प्रमुख युद्धपोत निर्माण कंपनी गार्डन रेस शिप बिल्डर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स लिमिटेड एक मिनी रत्न श्रेणी एक कंपनी है।
And there we go, the launching of the ship. Ladies and gentlemen, this historic moment, unbelievable.
अद्भुत, अविश्वसनीय, अंततः वो ऐतिहासिक क्षण जिसका हम सभी को बेसब्री से इंतजार था। इस अद्भुत अकल्पनीय परियोजना 17 अल्फा के उन्नत स्टील फ्रिगेट को जलावतरित कर दिया गया है।
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the launching of the ship, signifying culmination of first part of ship construction, which include hull and superstructure. The ship looks truly majestic. It is a matter of great pride and joy for all ranks of GRSE. Launching a ship requires great technical and design competency. It is the culmination of months of hard work in designing, fabrication, production, installation, alignment, and is a source of encouragement for one and all. It is truly a matter of great pride for all those who were involved in bringing the ship to her present shape and getting her ready for launch.
देवी और सज्जनों, किसी पोत का जलावतरण पोत निर्माण के प्रथम भाग के पूरा होने को दर्शाता है, जिसके अंतर्गत हल एवं उसका सुपर स्ट्रक्चर शामिल है। ये पोत अपने भव्य रूप में है। आज का दिन जीआरएसई के सभी स्तर के कार्मिकों के लिए गौरवशाली दिन है, किसी पोत के जलावतरण के लिए अत्यधिक तकनीकी और डिजाइन सामर्थ्य की आवश्यकता होती है।
May I now request CMD GRSE to accompany Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat to the media enclosure for interaction with the press.
देवी और सज्जनों, आपसे विनम्र अनुरोध है कि कृपया वीआईपी और वीवीआईपी इनक्लोजर में जलपान के लिए प्रस्थान करें। Ladies and gentlemen, kindly proceed for refreshment at VIP and VVIP enclosures.